Alright, so another episode of what happened during the February trial. Oh, what could be this episode this time? And I decided to label this vid, and that is something I didn't do until now. And people will ask, why? Right, because what happened was that every iteration of Terminal that's within the entire series, what happens is I usually stand on top of that, like, giant fuel tank that's over there up to the right of me, but the problem is when I experimented with reverse boosting during that time period of the free trial back in February, I decided to just run around like a headless chicken to see how much calmer it is when playing this game, and lo and behold, I can run headless chicken with the entire weapon roster if I want to. Though the Bryson shotguns are really annoying on trying to even use it on any of the maps and whatnot, and thus you have to pray to God that it's the opposition is really stupid. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. So and then why you all wonder why I even decided to say something I didn't do until now. It's just I just wish back when it was the original Modern Warfare 2, when everyone got introduced to Terminal for the first time, and was all like trying to figure out how to have a strategy with anything, but no one knew how, and it got frustrating really fast. So yeah, that's why. And it just makes me wish that I bothered to run around and do well in Terminal back in the day and whatnot. But here, but throughout the time period, I just simply played it more conservatively because that's what everyone on YouTube did at the time, and then people which frowned upon very stupid people. But yeah, and also, not to mention, it's just trying to get nostalgia out of it, because remembering when the UMP was annoying people thinking that's overpowered, but no, but the original Modern Warfare 2's assault class was way better in every way, shape, and form. So yeah, that's why. It's just, man, I just wish, it just brings me back to when I was, hold on, looking back to when the original Modern Warfare 2 released. It's just, I was 17 at the time, so I was just borderline just old enough to just buy the game on my own accord. So I needed a car at the time and wish I was employed in high school, but things didn't go planned and whatnot, and people wonder why it even took me that long to even move on to the 360 PS3 gen. Oh, because I wasn't employed, because there was a horrible phase and whatnot where nobody wanted to hire anybody, which that was fucking annoying. And the only way to yeah, it was like one of the biggest flexes back in the day too, was just being employed at all, because what was it? It was down to that stock market crash, which that's a whole nother subject, and looking back to how annoying it was back in the day. But yeah, it's just no, besides just looking back to when it was the original Modern Warfare 2, yeah, it was frustrating at times, but at the same time, it was fun when you know what you're doing, even on a map where you usually just sit around. But it's just, I just wish that I just wish I had my recording equipment back in the day, because that way I could have gotten somewhat of a reputation, and then yeah, somewhat of a reputation, and then who knows if I could have popped off during that time, because I look back to like other famous people back in the day, that only got famous through the original Modern Warfare 2. There were like so many countless people, it wasn't even funny. So yeah, because without the original Modern Warfare 2, it's just it would have been another generic game, and actually it would have, where even with the exploits, the problem is that thing would have died within a week. Actually, not a week, but more like a month, because looking back to when World at War annoyed us to hell with that MP40 issue and this. I remember, like, what was it, when making a whole rant about player retention and whatnot. It's just the retention would have died paid fast like World at War, or because as soon as someone finds out something got annoying. But hey, at least. And then looking back to reading like journalist articles back in the 2000s and whatnot, we find out that the original Modern Warfare 2 is the most patched game ever, aside from, I don't know, Diablo, which is like more patched than this game, and then Counter-Strike until the first Counter-Strike until it got to 1.6. So yeah, so that's how much back in the day they hardly cared about even remotely fixing and whatnot, because people are all just people. And then I was gonna rant about the whole learning to get good despite the exploits and whatnot, but that's a whole different subject, which I'm gonna use a Battlefield video for that regards, because it's just yeah, because. And then another episode of something I don't do is just that ever since 2019 release, it's just I've been bothering to only play the objective modes, partly because I remember looking back to the 360 PS3 days of people on YouTube talking about the maps and whatnot. People are all like, why does everyone only play objective? Oh, because the traffic of where the enemies are spawning at helps get it more distinct, as opposed to Team Deathmatch, which you're just going around all circles, just trying to pray that no one's behind you, unless you have a motion sensor, which, yeah, that's why. And then also fast forward to newer times, where realizing that capping objectives will actually help grind XP faster on your gun than the actual kills, but that wasn't until I think I want to say 2019 as well, but who knows if the Xbox One and PS4 era games were like that. Which, yeah, it just makes me wish pretty much getting my Senior Ravage on, because like, yeah, that's how what got some people to even want to run around in the original Modern Warfare 2 as well, because it's other famous people that are aggressive, but the problem is they always ran sleight of hand, and we always ran out of ammo fast. But yeah, that's a little annoying and whatnot, because to this day we still have yet to spawn with max ammo. I don't know why they feel the fucking need to only make us start off with 4 mags, when actual militaries they always carry 7. But yeah, but it's just, oh man, it just whatever. Just do whatever you can with what you have, and just use up all the ammo until you find an ammo box. But we all digress there. And then looking back to other things that consisted of back then, I mean, it was a crutch to try and run scavenger, but at the same time, it's like, look at all the other like wide variety of perks and whatnot. It's just, it's like, as much as I like having infinite ammo, it'd be nice if I had the ability to reload fast or run all day, or 2 attachments. But it wasn't until newer games, and seeing how what was it? And then wondering like what if all the old exploits of like either Danger Close being gone entirely, Last Stand being gone entirely, wishing that it's like, come on now. Looking back to when it was the original Modern Warfare 2, it's like, is that if one idea sucked back in COD 4, why the fuck did you bring it back? Which, whatever. And then after that, you guys made it worse by including the death streaks, which I don't know who got drunk during the original heyday when it comes to that asinine idea. But yeah, but it's too late now, and to this day, I never even bothered to touch that perk. I'm trying to get it pro, but yeah. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. And then it's just, oh man. And then thinking, just to think, like, how in the world did as much as they bother to do this and whatnot, it'd be nice if half the things function correctly. But nope. It's like we had to annoy ourselves with skill-based matchmaking, and then we had to get prepared for the upcoming Black Ops 6, which who knows what they have in mind, the ideas in mind for the maps. And once again, they never put Nuketown on its launch because it's always been the pattern of it's like wait a month after the game. But yeah, there we go. The match is wrapped up, and then time to move on to another step of this mountain of videos that I made, because thanks to reverse boosting, because there's like so many other subjects I have in mind, but it's just, yeah. But I gotta wait until my main source to provide info to see if it's bullshit